You need to do what makes you happy. Like every single year when I was younger at school, I would always have the popular kid in my head. Like how he dressed, how he talked, how he walked, just the way he was. And every single time I would make a decision throughout the school year, I would have that person in mind, whether or not he would think was a good decision. So let's say I wanted to wear a certain type of clothes, I'd be like, will he think I would look cool? And if he didn't, I wouldn't try it. Like I would literally go back on my decision. But on the other hand, if I didn't want to wear something, but I would think he would like it, or he would be like, oh, yo, cool outfit, then I would go and buy it. Like my entire life until I was about 18, I'm 21 now, I would say every single decision was probably based off someone's opinion. And it made me so unhappy because I wasn't myself. And that's the lesson I want to teach you today, is the only opinion that matters is yours. Because number one, people's opinions mean nothing. Like, let's say I want to change my haircut, I want to go bald. I can ask this person here, they're probably going to tell me, oh, I would look sick bald. I could ask this person here, and they would tell me I'd look ugly. First of all, everyone's opinion is like, no one agrees on the same thing. So like, how can you trust any opinion if every single opinion is different? Like, it wouldn't make any sense, would it? You're never going to have a correct answer, a clear answer on what to do. So you're going to get lost. But second of all, you don't want to live your life for someone else. Even if it's just not one person, like a group of people, even your family. You don't want to live your life for other people, because these people there who are close to you, your friends, your family, maybe your girlfriend, your boyfriend, they want what's best for you. And even though you think they know you so well, I promise you they don't know what actually is going to make you happy or not. They just think it may or might not make you happy, but that is it. They don't know for sure. The only person who knows for sure what's going to make you happy, guess who it is? It is you. So it's like, even their opinions, even if they mean good, they want to do well, they may actually accidentally do bad, like lead you to the wrong direction. And then you're going to naturally feel like it's their fault, when you should have just taken accountability and picked the decision yourself. That's why it's so important to actually trust your gut and do what you want in life. Because I promise you, a decision that makes you happy but everyone else angry is way, way better than a decision that does the opposite, where you're sad but everyone around you thinks you're happy. Think of like parents who are strict on their kids. Like the kid probably wants to be like a chef, let's say. The parents are like, no, super strict, you're going to be a doctor. The kid becomes a doctor. The parents are proud, everyone's happy, but then the kid ends up being super depressed. And then no one's happy. Because the parents thought making their son a doctor would make everyone happy, but it didn't. It made the kid sad. So at the end, no one's happy. That's the thing that people don't understand is, yes, people want you to be happy, your family members, your friend, your girlfriend, whatever. But if it's not actually going to make you happy, down the line, they're going to not be happy anyway. That's literally it. Maybe your parents want you to go down a certain path. Maybe like you don't want to, but you're still going to force yourself to go there. But when you're like 20 years down the line, depressed, you hate your life, you hate your job, no one's going to be happy, are there? No one. So you may as well like tell them no, maybe have like an hour or two like argument with them, but then live a happy life. Then sacrifice 20 years of your life just to make someone happy and then be depressed forever. Like, that's the thing that blows my mind, is people are scared to say no sometimes as well in terms of making their own decisions. But the thing is, like, telling no to someone usually doesn't involve any arguments. But if it's like your parents or your best friend or your girlfriend, maybe you're going to argue for like an hour or two. That is it. But isn't that worth, that small argument, worth it if it means being happy? If on the other side, like if you don't have that small little argument when you're younger, you're probably going to hate your life because you're doing a job you hate, you haven't done what you wanted when you were younger, and now you kind of resent your parents for it. Like, it's not even going to make sense anyway down the line. And I wish I knew this when I was younger, because I feel like I only started living after being 18 years old, when I actually started listening to what I wanted to do. Like when I came to Australia, so I'm French, but I've moved to Australia, I literally moved in like 2 months. When I wanted to move, everyone was telling me, this is too quick, you need to plan more, you should maybe think about it, because I had a stable job in France, I had like a stable income, I was living at my parents, I was so comfortable. Everyone was kind of telling me, are you sure? And I was like, yeah. And I came here, it was literally the scariest experience of my life. I came with no money, literally. I was like 2 weeks off being like literally homeless in a way. But now I'm so happy because I did it. And the thing is, now my parents, my family, my friends back in France who used to be like, are you sure you want to go? Now they're happy for me. Like, people who will like give you their opinions don't have the vision. They just see what's going to happen straight away. So like if you want to launch a business, quit your job, launch a business, your parents, your family, your friends, your girlfriend are just going to think, okay, not going to have an income. That's as far as they can vision your decision. But you, on the other hand, vision the months, the years, the decades afterwards where you grinded, you were actually able to make a successful business, make millions, retire your family, change your life forever. But they don't have the same vision as you. They just see the decision. And that's something you need to keep in mind when you make decisions. Because when you tell someone, I'm going to do this, they just know that. They just know you're going to do this. They don't know why, they don't know how, or why do you want to do this? They just understand, okay, he's going to quit his job. Okay, he's going to travel the world to Australia. That's all they know. They don't know why, how, or when. They know nothing. So that's why it's so important to trust your own gut and make your own decisions, because you're probably 20 when you're watching this. You've done a third or a fourth of your entire life. It's time for you to start living. It's time for you to take decisions on your own life, to actually be happy, but on the second hand, to actually grow up as well. Every single time I used to listen to my parents and my families and friends, I was back in my 12-year-old self. When I was a young kid, I was listening to my parents because I was so young, I couldn't be like independent yet. And every time, even though I was 19 or 20 years old, and I would listen to what people were telling me, I would just go back to that 12-year-old self. And then on the other hand, when I wanted to build a business, travel the world, make money online, build my dream physique, it just felt so unrealistic because just before I was in my 12-year-old self, it didn't make any sense. But when I started saying, no, I'm doing what's right for me, I actually grew up as a person, I actually matured, became the version of myself I thought I could never become beforehand, just because I started taking my life into my own hands. And there's a quote, you know it, the birds need to leave the nest eventually. And it starts with you taking control of your own life, not listening to other people's opinions and doing what works best, not for you, not for the world, not for your friends, not for your family, not even for your partner, but for yourself. That's literally it. That's the best lesson I could ever give you. Do what works best for you. Don't listen to other people's opinions. Obviously, listen to advice. Take advice in consideration. But in terms of your life directions, do what seems right for you. That's literally it. And if this video has actually helped you, please drop a follow. It means the world to me. Any questions, just drop a comment. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace.